welcome back to my training log. Here I am in the middle of week 12 of my half marathon training plan. Week 12 is almost exactly halfway through the training plan, so it's pretty exciting. It's been 2 weeks since I've talked to you guys, so I've finished weeks 10 and 11 of training. And I've got some updates for you. First of all, I want to get a disclosure out of the way. I'm in no way a medical professional. Some of the things I'm going to talk about today have to do with my body and how it's reacting to the training, so I'm not a medical professional. I'm in no way a doctor. I'm just someone who's learning about my body. Nothing that I say today in this video should be taken as medical advice. I'm just talking about what I'm experiencing and what I'm learning. So the last video I recorded was some hill repeats in week 9, and I was talking about how I was feeling confident, and then the very next day I was in Wauchula and I did a long run, and it was 7 miles, supposed to be 7.5 miles, so it's 7 miles. It was at my in-laws. It was 11 o'clock when I did it, like 11:30. It was like 80 degrees out, and I did it on this really flat, straight road with no shade. It took like an hour and a half. And quite frankly, it just kind of kicked my butt. It was one of the hardest runs I've done, maybe ever. And at the end of it, I just felt terrible. And my heart rate was like jacked way up into like the 180s for most of the run. It was just miserable. And then for the rest of the day, my heart rate was just like racing. Like I couldn't get down below 100. And it honestly scared me a little bit because I've been running now for most of 2020. I've run 400 something miles and I'm feeling better. I'm feeling like I'm in better shape, but my heart rate, I've noticed, still gets, my heart rate still gets high on my easy runs, and I'm trying to, I thought that I could see more improvement quicker with my heart rate, and then that Sunday's run, that 7-mile run, just really kind of scared me, to be honest. And so I backed off week 10 just a little bit, and I went and saw a doctor actually on that Thursday, I think it was, and I got an EKG and just wanted to see like if I had any heart issues. And they just did some of my preliminary tests and stuff, and the EKG was fine. It seems like I'm healthy. I have like a shortness of breath, and when I was also I have shortness of breath sometimes when I run, but as a kid I had sports-induced asthma a little bit, so I'm trying to figure out if it's heart-related, if it's lung-related, or what the issue is. And so the doctor checked me out, did an EKG, listened to my heart, listened to my lungs, said everything sounded like it was fine. He told me it was probably a combination of dehydration, running during the hottest part of the day, and just not getting enough rest. So, and maybe overdoing it, maybe trying to push myself too hard. So that was on a Thursday, week 10. Week 10, the long run, Courtney and I actually went out on a Saturday or Sunday to a park, and I was gonna run 5 miles, and 5 miles turned into 8 miles because we got lost, and it was just like a really fantastic run. It was in the evening a little bit, it was overcast, it was cool. I've been really hydrating the whole day, whole weekend really, and that run was really enjoyable. It was great. 8 miles felt 100 times better than the 7 miles I did the week prior, so that was super encouraging. Still trying to take it easy. I ran at like a 13:08 pace or something like that, just really trying to take it easy. And then I entered week 11 of this training, and it's starting to ramp up a little bit. My easy runs are 4 miles, my long runs are like 8 miles, and so this past Sunday at my in-laws again, I did another long run. It was 8 miles again, but I did it in a park that's much more shaded. It was a little bit cooler. I've been hydrating a lot more, and it just felt a lot better. Like I was keeping track of my heart rate. I was trying to keep it low, not pushing myself too hard, making sure I had plenty of water before the run and during the run and then after the run. And it's just been encouraging. So all that to be said was, all that to say, I'm not a doctor, but I think I'm 33, people my age and men my age and fathers my age, especially because we have a family, need to be listening to our bodies and just kind of figuring out where we can push ourselves and where we need to back off a little bit, and then go talk to a doctor, go seek professional advice about what's going on with your body and be honest with them, and then try and figure out what's best for you. So I'm still learning. I'm actually going back to the doctor this week to go over some standard lab work that we had done just to make sure that my blood's good and stuff. But that's just kind of where I've been at. The last 2 weeks of training, I've probably felt the best. Now, granted, the weather's cooling off and stuff, and I've been trying to run earlier in the day, like I did this morning. It was 55 degrees this morning. I had to bust out the jacket. 5K felt fantastic, and so I'm just trying to listen to my body and figure out what this half marathon is going to look like for me. So that's an update on the last 2 weeks of training. couple more things. Oh, I picked up a pair of Hoka. I picked up a pair of Hoka Clifton 6s for like 99 bucks. They were last year's model. I'm a big proponent of if last year's model is a good model, why spend the extra money if you can buy last year's shoes? Breaking those in, a little different. I run mostly in the Pegasus 36, and like a Nike is just like a snugger fit, you know, and the Hoka is just like a bigger shoe. It's a more cushioned shoe, but also just kind of bulkier, and so it's just something that's kind of taking me a little time to get used to. I'm trying to do that on more of my long runs to save my legs. The other thing that I got recently that I love, Courtney got me some new socks. They're smart wool socks. Smart wool socks, and they're fantastic. That 7-mile run 3 weeks ago that really kicked my butt, I was wearing some socks and I got some blisters on my feet, and I was kind of discouraged, and then Courtney got me these smart wool socks, and man, they're just so great. Both 8-mile runs, I had no hot spots, no blisters. They're just great. They wick the sweat and the moisture away. I'm super excited about it. I think I've asked for like a bunch more pairs for Christmas. So smart wool socks, I thought they would be too hot for Florida, but they're not. They're really great. So yeah, smart wool socks, trying out the Hoka Clifton 6. I'm hoping to get some hydration for Christmas, for the vest for the race, and I think I'm also gonna get some trail shoes because I'm figuring out that I just love trail running. Road running's all right, but trail running's just so great. Anyway, this is my week 10 and 11 update. Here I am week 12, just enjoying the running. I hope you're enjoying your running, you're staying safe, you're enjoying the holidays, and I'll see you next week. See ya, bye.